Hey everyone, this video is just to show you a few ideas to get you started on IXL now that we've just started our subscription. So on my IXL, this is the best place to get started, especially for students, and it's kind of like your go-to homepage with everything. So a couple things that I suggest. Let me get to a student view here very quickly. So to do that, go to learning and then go to their recommendations wall. And then I usually go by see suggestions from the teacher. This is a student home screen when they first log in. And so to get started, I highly recommend that when they log in, you will see nothing here unless you have assigned something. Students should go here to the diagnostic arena, and then they should step into the arena by clicking on this green button. If for some chance that they don't see this screen when they log in, you can get to the same screen by clicking on assessment, and then they will see on their screen this same page, and then the green button will appear in the middle here. And so they would go to the arena. Now, the reason to do the diagnostic arena is to help curate recommendations for them so that they can have skills designed that they need to work on, and it's all unique for everyone. So that's the great part. When you get into let's change my student. So when you get into the diagnostic to see how students are doing, you're going to see once they start working on answering a variety of questions, they're going to get these levels. So with this student, you can see that with the bar like this, they haven't finished and they don't have a more defined level yet. And you can see this range from 250 to 450, which means the first number, because it's in the hundreds, is that they're first grade and above. So this 2 tells me that it's second grade. The 5 tells me it's halfway through second grade in that 5th month, ranging to 4th grade halfway through in that 5th month. Now, if you look over here in the blue, you can see that they have a star at the end, which means that they have a defined level, which means they are halfway through second grade. So this is going to be super duper helpful for you as the teacher to be able to interpret all of these numbers. Additionally, each of these has recommended skills below them. So then they will see here and they can click through and pick a recommended skill based on how they did with their diagnostic. The recommended start from IXL is actually using the assessment with the diagnostic roughly about 10 to 15 minutes a week. And now I usually do this the first day of the week, whenever we start school, whether this be morning work or an independent during like literacy centers or whatever you have students doing. This is a recommendation. Another way you can start doing this is that when you go to learning, go to your skills, make sure on language arts since we don't have math, and then you can click on the grade and subject you want to be using. I will go to 3rd grade as that's what I'm most used to. And I will go in here and I will be picking specific skills that we're working on. So we are working in the writing phase currently. And I started working with the kids on choosing the best transition words for our writing and to be able to help them be able to use this in their own writing. So you can go ahead and start doing this. One of my favorite things to do with the students falls under the engagement section. And so I will do where I will pick the skill. And then over here, you're going to see this button that says Start Group Jam. By starting a group jam, you can allow your students to join you so you can lead them through. Okay, so you pick which class you want. So I'm going to pick this first one and I'm going to start my jam. And then my screen will change and go to one specific question. And then all my students will join at the top and I'll be able to see just their icon. So it's anonymous. We don't know who they are unless we scroll over them and see who they are. And then you can go through these questions one at a time and decide as a class, okay, how are we using this? What are the questions we have, and walk them through how to do this. Then you can like make your choice, move to review and say, oh, well, we had the wrong answer. Well, let's look at why and go through. And at the bottom, they will tell you how to use these, and they'll give you the answers to why it was that specific one. And then you can choose to either stay at the same level or even move to a harder level. My students love group jams, and this is one of the things that I do with them regularly to help target specific skills we're working on in language arts. So those are two of my favorite ways that I use IXL regularly is diagnostic in the beginning of the week. And then after that, they work on their recommended skills. I do recommend doing the diagnostic until they get a screen that has the reveal my levels and they can see where they're at. But at this point, because we're a little bit later in the or like halfway through the year, I would just do like a set time, like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever it may be, and just say work for that time, and then be able to help go from there. And then start group jams with the students to show them how to use this and get them comfortable with it as well. And it's fun for to be able to go through that as a class. If you have any questions, guys, just reach out to me. I'll make a couple more on other ways that I use this and fun things that we do.